Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, let us solve question number 5 from part 1 to part 5, exercise 11.4 from chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. In my previous videos, I have completed examples 1 to 15, exercises 11.1 to 11.3 and questions 1 to 4 from the same exercise. If you have not watched these videos, do find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. And also do watch the video till the end so that I can make more such videos for you guys. Now quickly let us begin with the video. Question number 5 from exercise 11.4, chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry says, prove the following identities where angles involved are acute angles for which the expressions are defined. So there are around 10 parts of the questions and we have to prove here left hand side is equal to right hand side in all these given 10 parts of this question number 5. So let us see each part of the question number 5 one by one. Cosecant theta minus cos theta the whole square is equal to 1 minus cos theta divided by 1 plus cos theta. So let us solve this question by proving the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So let us consider the left hand side, which is equal to cosecant theta minus cot theta the whole square. So in the right hand side, we can observe that in both the numerator and denominator we have cos theta and cos theta. So let us bring this cosecant theta and cot theta in the form of cos theta. So as we all know, cosecant theta can be written as 1 by sin theta and cot theta can be written as cos theta divided by sin theta. So let us substitute this relationship of cosecant and cot in the left hand side part. So cosecant can be written as 1 by sin theta minus cot can be written as cos theta divided by sin theta the whole square. Right, so here you can observe that the denominator is same, that is sin theta, therefore we can subtract in the numerator. So numerator is 1 minus cos theta divided by sin theta the whole square. Now let us separate the numerator and denominator and we can write it as 1 minus cos theta the whole square divided by sin square theta. Okay, sin theta the whole square is nothing but sin square theta, this we already know. Now in the numerator on the right hand side you can observe we have 1 minus cos theta. Here we have obtained 1 minus cos theta, but in the denominator we need 1 plus cos theta, right? So here we have sin square theta. So how do we convert the sin square theta to 1 plus cos theta? So for that we can apply our identity, which we already know, that this cos square theta is plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So we can write down, so we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. Now since we have here sin square theta, let us find out the sin square theta by using this identity and send this cos square theta to right hand side. So we get sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So let us substitute this value here in our denominator. So this equation becomes 1 minus cos theta the whole square divided by 1 minus cos square theta. So here in the denominator 1 can also be written as 1 square because 1 square is equal to 1, right? So we will write in the numerator remains as it is, that is 1 minus cos theta the whole square, whereas in denominator instead of 1 we will write 1 square minus cos square theta, right? So here you can observe that in the denominator it is of the form a square minus b square, which can be written as a plus b into a minus b, right? So let us write where our a value is 1 and b is cos theta. So let us apply this identity, a square minus b square. So numerator is 1 minus cos theta the whole square divided by a plus b is 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, right? So here in the numerator 1 minus cos theta the whole square can be split up and it can be written as 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, right? So 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta will give you 1 minus cos theta the whole square. In the denominator we have 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. So here numerator 1 minus cos theta and denominator 1 minus cos theta will get cancelled, and you will be just left with 1 minus cos theta in the numerator and 1 plus cos theta in the denominator. So therefore here we have obtained the right hand side part. So this is equal to right hand side. So therefore we can write that left hand side equation is equal to the right hand side part, hence proved. So here part 2 question is given as cos A divided by 1 plus sin A plus 1 plus sin A divided by cos A is equal to 2 secant A. So here we can observe that on the left hand side we have two terms with plus sign, and on the right hand side we have just 2 secant A. So now what method do we have to apply here so that our right hand side becomes 2 secant A? So here the simplest method is, let us try by taking the LCM. Okay, so our LCM in the denominator will be 1 plus sin A into cos A. 1 plus sin A into cos A. So cos A divided by 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A into cos A is 1 plus sin A, 1 plus sin A will get cancelled, and we will be left with cos square A plus, again when you multiply 1 plus sin A by cos A with the LCM, cos A will get cancelled, and you will be left with 1 plus sin A the whole square. So now let us open the brackets in the numerator by using a formula. So here 1 plus sin A the whole square we have, which is of the form A plus B the whole square, which can be written as A square plus 2AB plus B square, right? So here A value is 1 and B is sin A. So let us apply the formula. So we have here cos square A plus A square is 1 square plus 2AB, so 2 into sin A, plus B square, which is sin square A, divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A. So here we are considering the left hand side part. So this we will prove equal to right hand side part. Okay. Here from the identity, if we apply now, we already know from our first trigonometric identities, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So here again we have cos square A plus sin square A. So this cos square A plus sin square A according to our trigonometric identity will be equal to 1. So we can write, we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So therefore, so cos square A plus sin square A will be 1 plus 1 square is 1 plus 2 sin A divided by, again we have 1 plus sin A into cos A, right? So here 1 plus 1 will become 2 plus 2 sin A divided by, denominator will be as it is, 1 plus sin A into cos A. In the numerator, let us take the common, that is 2. So if you take out 2 as common, here we will have 1 plus, again 2 will come out common, so we will be left with sin A. So it is 2 into 1 plus sin A divided by 1 plus sin A into cos A. So here in the numerator we have 1 plus sin A, which will get cancelled with the denominator 1 plus sin A, and you will be left with 2 divided by cos A. But we know that secant A is equal to 1 by cos A. So this relationship we are going to apply here. So therefore 2 by cos A can be written as 2 secant A. So this will be equal to right hand side of our equation. And so hence we have proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Part 3 from question number 5 says tan theta by 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta by 1 minus tan theta is equal to 1 plus secant theta into cosecant theta. So we have to prove the left hand side as equal to right hand side. They have also given us a hint here, write the expression in terms of sin theta and cos theta. So to solve this left hand side, let us express tan theta and cot theta in terms of sin and cos, right? So as we already know that tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta, and cot theta is reciprocal of tan, that will be cos theta by sine theta. Okay, so this relationship we are going to apply here. So our left hand side is equal to, so tan can be written as sine theta by cos theta. Similarly, in the denominator, 1 minus cot theta is written as cos theta by sine theta, plus again cot can be written as cos theta by sine theta divided by 1 minus tan is sine theta by cos theta. Right, so here we are using our hint and converting our tan and cot in terms of sine and cos. Okay, so now let us simplify the equation further by taking the LCM in the denominator. So numerator will be as it is, that is sine theta by cos theta divided by, here when you take the LCM will be sine theta, so into 1 will be sine theta minus cos theta, plus again here in the numerator we have cos theta divided by sine theta. In the denominator, when we take the LCM, our LCM will be cos theta, so cos theta into 1 will be cos theta, minus when you take the LCM here, cos theta and cos theta will get cancelled and it is only sine theta. Now let us convert this division into multiplication by reciprocaling the denominator. Right, so this we have also done in previously. So sine theta by cos theta, the numerator remains as it is, and when we convert into multiplication, reciprocal of the denominator will happen. So we can write sine theta divided by sine theta minus cos theta, plus similarly in this term we will reciprocate the denominator by converting the division to multiplication. So cos theta by sine theta, the numerator is same, into reciprocating the denominator we get cos theta divided by cos theta minus sine theta. Okay, so here sine theta into sine theta will become sine square theta divided by cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. Okay, so plus again cos theta into cos theta is cos square theta divided by sine theta into cos theta minus sine theta. So when you observe in the denominators, we have cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta, whereas here we have sine theta into cos theta minus sine theta. So let us bring both the denominators same by taking the minus sign outside, so that we will get here also as sine theta minus cos theta. So here we have cos theta minus sine theta. Now when we take minus sign common, so this minus into minus will become plus, so sine theta will become positive and cos theta will become negative. Okay, so by taking the minus sign outside here, so we will take this minus sign outside and we will bring this minus sign to the numerator. Okay, so our equation will change now to sine square theta divided by cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta minus cos square theta divided by sine theta into, so this changes to sine theta minus cos theta again. Okay, so now we can take the LCM. So our LCM will be now sine theta into cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. So when we take the LCM and multiply this whole term with sine theta into cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta, cos and cos into sine theta minus cos theta will get cancelled, and we have sine square theta into sine theta, so this will become sine cube theta. Similarly, in the second term, sine theta into sine theta minus cos theta will get cancelled, and multiplying cos square theta into cos theta will become cos cube theta. So here again we have another formula to be applied, that is a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. Okay, so this formula we are going to apply here by taking a as sine theta and b value as cos theta. So applying the formula, we have a minus b, that is sine theta minus cos theta, into a square, that is sine square theta, plus cos square theta, plus ab is sine theta into cos theta, divided by denominator, which is sine theta into cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta. Okay, so here in the numerator we have sine theta minus cos theta, and denominator is also sine theta minus cos theta, which will cancel out each other. Again, here we have sine square theta plus cos square theta. So using our trigonometric identities, we have cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. So using this identity, we'll write sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, plus what is left behind, sine theta into cos theta, sine theta into cos theta, divided by, again we have sine theta into cos theta. Now let us separate the numerator and denominator. So we can write 1 by sine theta into cos theta plus sine theta into cos theta divided by sine theta into cos theta. So here sine theta by cos theta and sine theta by cos theta will get cancelled, and we will be left with 1 by sine theta into, we can separate again here the numerator and the denominator by writing like this, 1 by cos theta, plus this will cancel out to be 1. So what is 1 by sine theta? 1 by sine theta is nothing but cosecant theta. 1 by cos theta is secant theta. So let us apply this relationship here. 1 by sine theta is cosecant theta and 1 by cos is secant theta plus 1, or this can also be rewritten as 1 plus secant theta and cosecant theta, which is equal to the right hand side. So therefore left hand side is equal to the right hand side of the given equation. So hence proved. So this is how we solve this question, by expressing in terms of sine theta and cos theta. So part 4 from question number 5 is 1 plus secant a by secant a is equal to sine square a divided by 1 minus cos a. So the hint given here is simplify left hand side and right hand side separately. So let us take the left hand side part here and simplify first. So here what is left hand side given as? Left hand side is equal to 1 plus secant a divided by secant a. So in the right hand side it is in terms of sine and cos. So let us convert this secant to cos or sine. So we know that secant a is equal to 1 by cos a. Okay, so let us substitute secant a equal to 1 by cos a here. So therefore in the numerator we get 1 plus 1 by cos a divided by, again instead of secant we'll write 1 by cos a. Let us take the LCM in the numerator as cos a. So we will get cos a plus 1 divided by cos a, and in the denominator we have again 1 by cos a. Okay, so let us change the division sign into multiplication by reciprocating the denominator. So by doing so we get cos a plus 1 divided by cos a. The numerator will remain as it is, and when we change the division to multiplication, our denominator will reciprocate. So this will become cos a divided by 1. So this cos a and cos a will get cancelled. So we will have only cos a plus 1 in the numerator. Now here you can observe on the right hand side we have to obtain in the denominator 1 minus cos a. So let us multiply and divide here by 1 minus cos a. Okay, so multiply and divide by 1 minus cos a. So therefore here cos a plus 1 can also be written as 1 plus cos a. Now multiplying into 1 minus cos a and divided by 1 minus cos a again. it is of the form a plus b into a minus b, right? So a plus b into a minus b formula is what? A square minus b square. So we will apply this identity here. So her a value is 1 and b is cos a. So a square is 1 square minus cos square a divided by 1 minus cos a. Okay, so this will become what? 1 square is 1 minus cos square a divided by 1 minus cos a. Okay, so here in the numerator now we can apply our trigonometric identity, that is cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. When we send this cos square theta to right hand side, we will get sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, right? So 1 minus cos square a can be written as sin square a. So let us do that. Sin square a divided by 1 minus cos a. So this is the right. So here we obtain the right hand side part of the question which is given here. So this is equal to right hand side, right? So therefore our left hand side is equal to our right hand side given equation. So hence proved. So part 5 from question number 5 is cos a minus sin a plus 1 divided by cos a plus sin a minus 1 equal to cosecant a plus cot a. So again here we have to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side by using this identity, that is cos square a is equal to 1 plus cot square a. Right, so let us first consider the left hand side part. So these type of questions are little confusing, so you have to practice these questions again and again so that you become thorough solving such kind of problems. Okay, so left hand side is given as cos a minus sin a plus 1 divided by cos a plus sin a minus 1. In the right hand side we have cosecant a and cot a. Cosecant a and cot a in terms of sine and cos can be written as 1 by sin a, and cot can be written as cos a by sin a, right? Here you can observe for both cosecant and cot the denominator is sin a and sin a. So let us multiply the numerator and denominator by sin a so that we can get these terms cosecant and cot. So write down multiply and divide by sin a in both numerator and denominator. So we will get cos a divided by sin a minus sin a by sin a plus 1 by sin a. So this whole divided by again cos a by sin a plus sin a divided by sin a minus 1 divided by sin a. Okay, so here we have cos by sin is what? Cos by sin is cot a plus sin a and sin a will cancel. So here we have minus 1 plus 1 by sin a is cosecant a. Cosecant a divided by again cos by sin is cot a plus sin and sin will cancel. So plus 1 minus 1 by sin a is cosecant a. Now as it is said here in the hint that we have to use the identity, that is cosecant square a is equal to 1 plus cot square a. So using this identity we will solve the question further, which is the very important step here. Okay, so let us rearrange this numerator again. So let us write first cot a, then plus cosecant a minus 1. Similarly in the denominator let us write the cot term first, cot a minus cosecant a plus 1. So in the numerator we have 1. So here the identity given is cosecant square a is equal to 1 plus cot square a. So let us send this cot square a to right hand side. So 1 will be equal to cosecant square a minus cot square a, right? So instead of this 1 in the numerator, we will substitute cosecant square A minus cot square A. So this is very much important step, so which you have to remember in solving this problem. Okay, so cot A plus cosecant A minus into, we will write in the bracket as cosecant square A minus cot square A. Okay, the denominator will remain as it is, that is cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. Okay, so here in the numerator, in this bracket, it is of the form A square minus B square, which can be written as A plus B into A minus B. So this identity we will apply here. So let us write down cot A plus cosecant A minus, inside the bracket we are going to write, because the minus sign is there. Here A value is cosecant A and B value is cot A. So applying this identity A square minus B square, so we have A plus B, so that will be cosecant A plus cot A into cosecant A minus cot A. Again the denominator will be same here, that is cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. Now let us take this cot A plus cosecant A common in this first term and the second term. Okay, the minus sign is there in between, so this becomes the first term and this becomes the second term. So let us take the common, that is cot A plus cosecant A. Right, so from the first term, if we take this common, what will be left behind? 1 minus, again when you take cot A and cosecant A outside this bracket, so what will be left behind? This term, that is cosecant A minus cot A, the whole divided by, again we have cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. Now let us open the bracket and multiply with this minus sign. So you will get cot A plus cosecant A into 1 minus cosecant A, opening the bracket, then minus into plus will become plus cot A, the whole divided by cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. Right, here in the numerator and denominator, you can observe that we have 1 minus cosecant A plus cot A. Again in the denominator we have 1 minus cosecant A and plus cot A. So let me rearrange the term so that you people don't get confused. So again I will rewrite this step by rearranging the term in numerator. So we get cot A plus cosecant A is same. Okay, in this bracket we can write first cot A plus cot A, then minus cosecant A, then we can write plus 1, right, divided by cot A minus cosecant A plus 1. So this numerator and denominator, cot A minus cosecant A plus 1 is same, so we can cancel out this term. Therefore our final answer will be what? Cosecant A plus cot A. So this is what our right hand side term is, cosecant A plus cot A. So therefore you can write left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence proved. In my next video, I'll be completing question number 5, part 6 to part 10. So till then, do like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC and SORT Math. And also do watch the related videos of chapter 11 Introduction to Trigonometry shown on the screen. Thank you.